Something as simple as an everyday car ride can actually reveal a surprising amount about a relationship. So today, we're going to dive into what our source material says happens when you're the passenger and a narcissist is the one behind the wheel. Wow. This quote from our source really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly sets the scene. It captures that awful feeling of being confined, of being completely under someone else's control. See, this isn't just about transportation. It's all about power. So, how does this actually play out in real life? Well, our source frames the car as the narcissist's own personal domain, almost like a mobile cage where their control is absolute. And you, the passenger, become a captive audience. And once you're inside that confined space, it's like the normal rules of respect and courtesy just go right out the window. It becomes this totally controlled environment, one that's designed for them to exert dominance, to lecture, or to criticize, with absolutely no chance for you to escape. The second that journey begins, the whole dynamic shifts. It stops being about a passenger and a driver. It morphs into something much more intense. It turns the passenger into what the source describes as a hostage. Yeah, our source actually calls this a hostage situation, and when you think about it, it's easy to see why. That phrase just perfectly describes that feeling of being trapped and completely powerless. The doors are locked, you're on a moving road, and you are totally subjected to the driver's mood and whatever behavior they choose. So, how is this control maintained? The source points to a few specific tactics. This can be anything from reckless driving that just keeps your nerves on edge to these loud, nonstop, annoying lectures. Sometimes it can even escalate to direct verbal attacks that cause such extreme stress that it can actually make the passenger cry or even scream. And it goes beyond the immediate tension inside the car. Our source explains how the narcissist often weaponizes time and schedules. Now, this isn't just about being late, it's about manufacturing chaos on purpose to undermine your confidence. Let's break down this cycle. First, they intentionally make you wait. That right there increases your anxiety before you even get in the car. Then you inevitably arrive late, even as something really important. And the result? Well, you end up looking disorganized to other people. And over time, this constant chaos just chips away at your self-confidence. Okay, so how does the narcissist interact with the outside world from inside their mobile fortress? Well, this is where, according to the source, their fragile ego is on full display for everyone to see. Just think about this for a second. For most of us, being overtaken by another car is a total non-event. But for the narcissistic driver, oh no, it's perceived as a direct challenge to their superiority. The reaction isn't just a little bit of annoyance, it's often a whole torrent of insults and abusive language directed at the other driver. This really highlights a stark difference, right? A typical driver might feel a quick flash of annoyance and then just move on, focusing on safety. But for the narcissistic driver, the reaction is a full-blown eruption of rage. It's not about the traffic, it's a personal assault on their ego, and that requires an aggressive response. And finally, let's unpack the motive behind their choice of vehicle itself. According to our source, the car is far, far more than just a way to get from point A to point B. The car is a carefully chosen status symbol. This has nothing to do with practicality or what the family actually needs or can afford. No, the car must make them feel superior. It has to project an image of luxury and success, even if it's completely out of sync with the family's budget. It's really just a prop for their public image. So, as we've seen from the source, the car ride is a really powerful metaphor. The control, the manufactured chaos, and the focus on image over substance, these are all dynamics that often extend far beyond the vehicle itself. And that leaves us with a final question to think about. In what other situations do you feel like you're just a passenger, along for the ride, and not an equal partner in the journey?